All right, man. The Terrell Owens and Donovan McNabb feud is back on after Donovan McNabb appeared on Bleacher Report. I think it's called the Gridirons. He did an interview while he's playing pool with one of the reporters over there. And he just said basically what people perceive to be the truth about why the Philadelphia Eagles, failed after making the Super Bowl, and basically saying Terrell Owens broke up the team. And we talking about something that happened in 2005, 4, and Terrell Owens was released in 2006. But let's talk about Terrell Owens' rebuttal on Twitter. And he said he's not going to be the bigger man. But hey, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support from everybody. Check out our NFL playlist for more videos like this. And probably next Monday or early next week, I'll do a Super Bowl prediction. Don't even feel like the Super Bowl. Yeah, I remember back in the day, it wasn't no dead period. It used to go right from the NFC Championship or the Conference Championship game into the Super Bowl. But here go T.O. I guess he added the guy that actually did the interview, Master Tress. He said, hey, let me know when you want to hear the truth. Did you ask him about those DUIs and what he was doing at the parties I threw at my house during our time in Philly? Don't worry, I'll tell you. So here go T.O. not keeping stuff in-house. Now, what McNabb basically said, and there's more T.O. said, what McNabb basically said is that, T.O., basically the following year after they made it to the Super Bowl, T.O. wanted a new contract after signing a 7-year, $48 million contract. He wanted the new contract. He held out, and basically that's what broke up the team. All right, remember when T.O. was doing sit-ups and holding out because he felt that he was owed more for playing on one leg in the Super Bowl. So this is when the T.O. antics really, got to a height. And, he left a lot of money on the table in that 7-year deal. He says, he goes on, T.O. said, nah, I'll never be the bigger man because I don't eat chunky soup on a regular. But if I've been the bigger man for years, knowing that his jealous ass was the reason I didn't return to Philly. So it'll get to the tweet where he basically saying that, but it was said that in the huddles that McNabb told him to shut the F up, or called him so he said something or called him the B word, to shut the F up in the huddle in the Super Bowl. And that's what really turns the relationship between Terrell Owens and Donovan McNabb. Terrell Owens would probably say, I'm open, as most receivers usually do, especially the diva ones, which is 90% of NFL receivers are diva receivers. And he would say, I'm open, and McNabb was probably like, shut the F up, man, I got it. And from that point on, when he disrespect T.O. like that, T.O. held on to that like a woman. All right, he was supposed to move on from that. Like, hey, yo, McNabb, you told me to shut the F up. Hey, I need an apology or whatever. McNabb should apologize being the leader of the team. But he goes on to say, along with the sharing of what it meant to be the third black quarterback to start in the Super Bowl, but did he share what he was, that he was and is the first and only QB, black or white, to throw up in the huddle? Oh, yeah. Just found out why he was throwing up, too. All right, so I think he's saying he was throwing up because he was drunk. Okay, that's what I think he hitting at. So that interview going to be gold. They going to make a lot of money off that Terrell Owens interview about Donovan McNabb. Now, he's spoken about it over the years, but I think at this point he really want to go in, especially when a lot of people don't like Donovan McNabb. It's just as many people don't like T.O. There's probably more people who don't like McNabb. Bernard Hopkins destroyed him in Philly. He was just, he just wasn't a likable person. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people just didn't have a lot of respect for him. But here go another one from T.O. Oh, Ish, I can't wait to tell my story. I'm bringing popcorn, doing sit-ups. I'm going to eat a couple cans of chunky soup, because McNabb used to do the chunky noodle soup commercials. This guy's a joke talking about I broke up the Eagles. Did you tell them that you vouched for Eagles to pay Westbrook but not me? Well, it probably makes sense for him to play. They paid Westbrook. Brian Westbrook was a huge part of the offense. He was there before, Terrell Owens. But Terrell Owens just signed a 7-year deal. 1 year into a 7-year deal, he wanted a new contract. You should be mad at Drew Rosenhaus, for not, getting you a better deal and more money. So at the end of the day, I ain't paying nobody a new deal or tearing up somebody's deal after you just signed a 7-year deal. 1 year, or was it 1 year after he signed a 7-year deal, he wanted the new deal. So I think the turning point is when McNabb told him to shut the F up in the huddle. And I just think he never got over that, man. But McNabb should have nipped that in the bud. He should have went over and say, man, it was just the heat of the moment. I was a little stressed. First Super Bowl. We playing the Patriots. Whoop-de-whoop. My bad. Let's go out for a drink. Now, this is something they never ended. Now, McNabb is telling the truth, though. T.O. holding out broke up the team. That year, the team ended up going 6-10. And McNabb held out. T.O. held out. He ended up coming in. I think he played 7 games. And he got sent home after him and Hugh Douglas got into a fight. Now, I heard that Hugh Douglas got the Beats by Dre put down on him. I heard T.O. beat him up. Now, there's some other stories saying that people thought that Hugh Douglas won, but I heard that T.O. put the Beats by Dre's on Hugh Douglas. Now, Hugh Douglas was on TV until I forget what happened. He said something, or he came on TV and did something. He got kicked off TV. I think he was on like Fox, ESPN. This years ago, but real talk, they need to quit this. Or they need to glove it up and box it out in the ring. I don't think McNabb want to do that. But they need to bury the hatchet. At the end of the day, the Eagles was never the same after that T.O. situation. So you want to blame them for destroying the team, holding out after signing a 7-year deal? Go shall be it. They added Jerron Kearse, Terrell, Owens, and before that point, Donovan McNabb was going to the people champ, Freddie Mitchell. Now, Freddie Mitchell was mad at McNabb too, I believe, for not getting him paid and preventing him from getting paid. He was throwing the Chad Pinkerton, Pinkerton, James Thrash, Freddie Mitchell, LJ, whatever the tight end name, LJ Smith, whatever. He wasn't having nobody. His primary weapon was Brian Westbrook. And in that year, they added Jerron Kearse, Terrell Owens, and Dorsey Levens, Green Bay running back. And they made a run. They got over the NFC Championship hump. They had lost to Tampa Bay. They had lost to a lot of teams in the NFC Championship game. And they got over the hump. And pretty much, they lost to the Eagles. And McNabb was throwing up in the huddle. T.O. broke his leg. He came back in the playoffs and played in the championship game. And after that, he felt that he was worth more to the team than what the contract indicated that he signed for 7 years. What's so funny, Drew Rosenhaus was his agent, just as he is a nut. He was the agent of Antonio Brown a couple weeks ago before parting ways. So Drew Rosenhaus just like those nutty receivers. But, T.O. need to hold responsibility for what he did. It's probably a lot of things that led up to that made it seem like Donovan McNabb didn't do nothing wrong. It wasn't McNabb's fault. So just go ahead and get it off your chest and say McNabb was drunk during this. He was hungover from the Super Bowl. That's probably what he gonna say. Or he was drinking at my house and he vouched for Westbrook to get paid over. You just got paid for 7 years, bro. Why would somebody tear up a 7-year contract after you played 1 year? No matter what you did in the Super Bowl. Why would they tear that contract up? They might restructure it and give you some incentives. But Brian Westbrook been there for years. He was an integral part of that offense before you got there. So what you supposed to feel? McNabb, you just got there. You just, you talking crazy already. So, like I said before, both guys ain't too likable by the media. McNabb said some crazy things, did some crazy things. Wasn't the greatest quarterback, but Terrell Owens just can't take the high road. He made the Hall of Fame, and McNabb probably never gonna be in the Hall of Fame because his numbers wasn't that great compared to what they doing now, and he didn't get that hardware. He never went back without him. Never went back without him. After 6-10, I think they went 8-8, 9-6-1 or something like that. Then they made the playoffs 1 year. They got put out by the Cowboys in the second round, or the wild card round, and then Michael Vick took over. So, like I said before, man, they need to stop this. Either lace them up, box it out, profit off of it, do a joint interview about it. But McNabb just said basically, when it comes to y'all, put the deuces up and keep it moving. You're talking about something that happened in 2004 or 5, and they still beefing over that. One in the Hall of Fame, one retired quarterback looking to get in the Hall of Fame, and they still talking about that one moment. Neither one of them got a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of them got an MVP. Terrell Owens was more wrong than McNabb. No matter what happened off the field, he was more wrong for tearing. He tore that team up. He did. I ain't gonna lie. Skip Bayless, team obliterator. He did. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link's in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Check out our NFL playlist. And like I said, man, let me know what you think about T.O. and McNabb rekindling their beef. I think they need to stop it once and for all. One time for the one time we gone.